Hello everybody, it is meteorologist Adrian Weather Forecast and welcome back to another video. So these strong thunderstorms that started in Oklahoma and Texas are intensifying as they are moving through Mississippi, Alabama, and especially southern Louisiana. Southern Louisiana getting very bad winds right now and very bad thunderstorms as we speak. I'm just going to go on right now with showing you guys there are there are flood advisories and flood warnings across the borders of the states near the river actually. So something you need to watch out for if you're near the river and you are worrying about the river flooding. Please just watch out for that as the strong thunderstorms pass by with heavy rain. This is an area we need to watch out for possible tornadoes and power outages. In the dark brownish color, there are flash flood warnings for the western counties of Louisiana, and in that orange we have severe thunderstorm warnings actually just a couple miles west of New Orleans. New Orleans does not have anything so far. They actually have a special weather statement. Let's just click on this really fast, guys, to see what this is. We need to watch this specifically. Just look at this radar right now. It is going through southern Louisiana really bad, especially also central Mississippi. And this storm is not over yet. It's moving to the east. If you live where I am right here, you're going to get hit. If you're living somewhere in Alabama, you're going to get hit. And this storm is not going to slow down or get better. It's going to keep on getting worse and worse as we speak. So please take caution and all that. Possible tornadoes for these areas with the heavy rain. I'm not saying there will be tornado. I'm just saying possible tornadoes. And then that heavy rain still up north of Little Rock. But it's getting a bit better. The smallest thunderstorms are still there. But the worst of the storm passed and getting really bad. These small circles are the areas where are getting hit really bad, and these areas actually be under a tornado watch in my opinion, because just how bad it is coming and how it just came out after the light green with the thunderstorms, the heaviest thunderstorms where that temperature change can be, where that possible tornado can happen. Same thing right here just west of the worst of it, where that temperatures could change and start chasing each other and cause a tornado. The worst of it is going to get into the border of Mississippi and Alabama very soon, and it's going to start getting into Mobile and all in the panhandle really fast. Let me just show you the quick radar. You saw that what it's looking like now. Let me show you when it's moving a lot more. So this is what it's going to look like. It looks similar than what it looked like on the other radar. Very heavy rain for parts of Oklahoma, Louisiana, and all that. But let's move on to see when it's actually hitting the southeast too, like the Georgia, the Carolinas. So by 42 hours, it's getting very big. And when I mean big, most of this is going to be some heavy thunderstorms. And you can see it actually better if you look in the HRR or that. And I will do that tomorrow to show you guys how bad it's getting. Very bad for parts of actually a big little spot right here north of Atlanta, and then eastern Alabama. Very heavy rain there, and also near Mobile in the Panhandle. Another spot with heavy rain. And this is going to bring some rain for the parts of the Mid-Atlantic. They're going to get the lightest part of this right now. Not going to worry about that right now. Let's get a 60 hours from now. It is moving quite fast. Here's the worst of it's getting off the coast, and also really heavy rain for parts of southern North Carolina, northern South Carolina, and then some more there for southern Mississippi, the Panhandle, and it starts to fall apart as we get to Saturday actually, and then their storm systems comes on Sunday, which I will talk about later. Let's actually take a close look at the preset for the next 10 days. So this will be end of the storm, this system, and it's gonna be the end in the next 10 days. So the next 10 days, the heaviest rain is gonna be off the west coast and the southeast. So let's just talk about the southeast here. some very heavy rain right here. Something we really need to worry about because it is up to 8 inches of rain, maybe even 9 inches for parts of the North Houston area, and very heavy rain for parts of the Arkansas and Louisiana border, and then more heavy rain for parts of the Panhandle and Mobile. So let's actually just take a close look when the storm actually ends. It's going to be around 90 hours. It's going to start ending, and then that other storm is going to start coming. So by the end of the storm, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi can get a good 1 to 3 inches of rain in just one storm. So that's actually a lot of rain. You're probably thinking 1 to 3 inches, but what about the other ones? That's when the other storm system's coming in too. So that's those two storm systems combined. So in 1 to 3 inches for one storm is a lot if you think about it. Especially the most amount is actually in southern Arkansas. Actually, you can see. And then the Carolinas, Georgia, they are not going to get a lot of precip of rain, but they're still going to get hit pretty hard. The worst of it can be north of Houston, where they can get up to 7 or 8 inches of rain. And then as we go on, the other storm system will come and hit the Panhandle in Georgia quite bad. So something we really need to watch out for. And as that other storm system comes, it can bring a lot more rain to parts of Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia. And please take shelter. This storm is nothing really to it is something to worry about. It's nothing to play around with. If you know you're going to get hit with this rain, this amount of rain, in those heavy, heavy thunderstorms that I showed you over here, if you're getting hit by one of these, or both, which is most likely you get hit by both, please just take shelter. Like, call 911 if you have to, if you don't have any shelter, but just try to find something. If you don't have a basement, find the room that's in the middle of your house with no windows, like a bathroom or something like that. Anything that has no windows in the middle of your house that you won't be hurt by if the windows open and you're right in the open room. Really, it's actually getting a bit worse for parts of western or southern Louisiana, but west of New Orleans. New Orleans getting the lightest rain on the back storm of this. If you see this right here, this little storm right here, New Orleans is just finished with that, and it's going to deal with this part coming in too. But right now they're getting some light to moderate rain right now in New Orleans because they just finished. Now the heaviest is going to be in north and southern Mississippi, and the heaviest is way up north in the Mississippi, close to the Tennessee border. That's something we need to track, or tornadoes watchers need to look at, with how heavy the rain is getting when it's so close to the closest part of the light rain, where that temperature change can be, because the most lightning will be in here and here, and you can even see it's even in the pinkish color, where over here in the if you look really good, it's in the pinkish color, and that is very, very bad with the moderate and very high chance of high rain. So let's look at this area too, the southeast. So let's look in 7 hours. You could see what we're seeing now with those very heavy rains getting to southern Louisiana. That's something we really need to watch out. They should put a state of emergency, actually, in my opinion, for Louisiana, just in case there's a possible tornado. And then you see that big blob of heavy rain in central Mississippi, like we saw. And you didn't see this. There's another part of this storm that's in northern Arkansas still, and southern Missouri. That's something still to watch out for, but this is the biggest threat, where it has the biggest amount of the heaviest rain and all that. So you can see by 11 hours, it's going to be at night, around 9 or 10 o'clock at night, depending if you live in Louisiana or where I live, an hour difference. Very heavy rain, actually, from New Orleans now, getting to that Panhandle now. So now you know why the Panhandle was getting a bit more rain than the inland parts of northern Georgia. So it's going to start, the heaviest amount is going to start moving up the coast, and then this blob of moderate rain is going to go up this part, and then they're going to go off the ocean and then up the northeast. And that's what it's going to look like as we go. So guys, I hope you liked this video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and take shelter if you have to. And bye.